Here are the biggest red flags in female friendships that are not.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So, in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about the biggest red flags in female friendships. Okay, so you guys, I'll put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. So, let's get into it, guys.
Here are the biggest red flags in female friendships that are not talked about enough that I learned the hard way, so hopefully you don't have to. This is the highly requested part 2. Number 1 is if you are ever friends with someone who is constantly talking shit about people and then still hanging out with them. It is one thing to talk shit about someone that you truly don't like, whatever. We all do it. Still not the best. But if you have a friend and they're constantly talking shit about people and then be like, ugh, but I'm hanging out with her tomorrow, it's like, bruh, like that is a fake ass person. If they're talking shit about their other friends, they're talking shit about you. Learn that one the hard way. Number 2, which I feel like is never talked about, is people who are super disrespectful to their parents. I feel like growing up, we all had that friend that was so rude to their parents, and they had the nicest parents, and you would sit there and listen to them talk to their parents, and you would be like, I would get my ass beat for this. There are people who I swear still to this day have not outgrown that. If you meet someone like that, cut them off immediately because it is a sign that they're just so immature and disrespectful and a brat, and you don't need that in your life. Number 3 is friends who make you feel like you literally need to be their mommy all the time. Once in a while, we all have our bad moments, but when you get to college, you will meet people who prioritize all of the wrong things all the time. They act like idiots. They get drunk. They do stupid things. They don't go to class. Like, they just have nothing together in, like, their life. And we all have those moments, but for someone to be draining you all the time and never saying thank you, never appreciating it, like, almost being mad at you for trying to help them get together, like, leave them alone. They can figure it out for themselves. Being friends with someone like that is just not good for you. You can't save everyone and help everyone get their shit together, and the sooner you realize that, especially in college, the better off you are. Number 4 is friends who don't respect your time. These are the friends who will be like, oh yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes, and then aren't there for an hour and a half, or friends who will bail on you for their boyfriend, bail on you for other plans, more fun stuff comes up, and they don't want to hang out with you. Just people who have a total lack of respect for any of your time and are always bailing on you or just making you wait. Get better friends. There are friends who will not do that to you.
Let me tell you some red flags in friendships where if you notice your friend doing any of these things, babe, leave them. Run away. Run away so fast. Because I've had my fair share of bad experiences with friends and just the worst experience with friends you could ever imagine. Like, I couldn't even tell you all the stories. Like, you would be shocked, girl. So let me tell you some signs that will prevent you from having a bunch of bad friend fallouts and you can just run away safely. If your friends leave you out, like you find out that all your friends are hanging out and they didn't invite you, why is that? Like, if they was really your friend, you would be the first person they would call to invite and they wouldn't think twice about it. You shouldn't be questioning why all your friends are hanging out without you when you're sitting at home on a Friday night alone watching Love is Blind. Like, no, girl. Your friends, if they wanted to hang out with you, they would invite you and you would be there. But because they didn't, you should probably rethink why that is. Did you do something, or are they just leaving you out for no reason? And if you did do something, they should have communicated that with you. Next is some random interest in whatever boy you're talking to. Like, you would be surprised. Like, your friends will somehow, some way find a way to start talking to the boy that you're talking to them about, or just find a way to get in contact with them. And why do you want to talk to them all of a sudden that I've told you that I like them and I'm interested in them? Like, it just gives weird energy and weird behavior. Like, if they were really your friend, it would be so far away from them because they know you're interested in him, or they know that that person is yours. Unless it's like they were already friends prior to that, to you even knowing them, and they like kind of let you know that you're interested in their friend. It's like, okay, like you were already friends before, but like otherwise it's just simply weird. Another thing is like when you tell a friend that you do not associate with this friend, especially if it's like your best friend. Like, if you guys are best friends and somebody doesn't like you, somebody's mean to you, somebody makes you feel a way about yourself, talks bad about you, makes you feel bad about yourself, that friend shouldn't turn around and go be friends with them and just be all nice to them. Sorry, my light died. But like, why is that? If you were my friend, you would have no interest in their behavior. Like, I just told you what they're doing to me. It kind of shows me that you do not care about how they're making me feel and all the negative things that they're saying to me. But this video is getting kind of long. Sorry if these opinions are controversial. That's just how I feel. But that's it for today. Love y'all.
These are the biggest red flags in female friendships that I've had to learn the hard way since moving to London. First of all, and I will die on this hill, beware of the girl with no friends. I am always the one to befriend the new girl, whether that be in social situations or in work or whatever. You will soon realize why this girl has no friends, okay? The girl who has no friends Don't get me wrong, this is not kind for everyone. A lot of time people move, they have friends back home or whatever. If a girl cannot name you a single friend that she's had for more than a year, run. Second one is the chaos friend, okay? And I have fallen victim to this one too many times. The chaos friend is someone who is constantly in a crisis, okay? So their flat is flooded, they've got nowhere to live, their boyfriend's broken up with them, work has made them, like, there's always something. What I've learned about these people is that they don't give a shit about you. You will meet up with these people and they will talk for a good like 2-3 hours and not ask you a single question, and also they will expect you to somehow dig them out of it, whether that be lending them money, whether that be a place to stay. Like, that's fine, but there's give and take in friendships, and these people, they don't give a shit about you. They didn't do anything to me, friend. I have absolutely no time for these people. You're getting cozy with someone who has wronged me. Get out of my life. I can no longer trust you. The Regina George. She's a snake in the grass. She walks among us. She is the biggest bitch you've ever met. She's always part of a clique. She's always kind of running that clique. Everyone's obsessed with her. She's really nice to your face. She sort of like pulls you into the clique for, you know, 5 minutes, and then the next minute she's kind of slagging you off behind your back. She gets close to you so she can find out stuff about you and then feeds it. She's the most toxic person you'll ever meet, and she gets friends because people are afraid of her, basically. The last one might be a bit controversial, but insecure girls. Now, we all have our insecurities, okay? We all have bits about ourselves that we would maybe change. That's fine, that's normal. I'm talking about the girls who literally are obsessed with their appearance. I've been out with girls before and they literally have not had fun. Like, they have been on their phone the whole time, applying lip gloss, worried about how they look, their hair, blah, blah, blah. Like, these girls will ruin your night. They take over the whole getting ready experience to make it revolve around them because they are insecure with their outfit, they're insecure with their hair, they're insecure with their makeup. Like, I can't stand that. Let's just have a good time. I'm not here for it. I don't care. Don't come for me, but learn from my mistakes.
Red flags, friendship edition. The first one is friends that always copy you. There's a difference between drawing inspiration and straight up copying everything somebody does. It's annoying for the person being copied, and it also just shows deeper insecurity and self-confidence issues. The second is friends that always agree with you. Personally, I like having dialogue with my friends, and if somebody's always agreeing with me, I think they just don't have a personality. I also want friends to challenge you to think differently and grow. And third is friends that never invite you to do things with their social groups. I totally support the idea of having different social groups. If you're always inviting this person to come to things with your friends and introducing them to new people and they never do it back, it's a red flag in my opinion.
So that's the video, guys. So I'm just here to share my 2 cents, like what I think about today's video. Okay, so female friendships can be somehow overwhelming sometimes, you know. So it can be some of the most meaningful relationship we have, but they can also come with challenges. It's important to recognize when a friendship might not be as healthy or supportive as it should be. Sometimes the signs are subtitle, while others you can see. Let's start with how some friendships can make you feel one-sided. You might notice that every conversation revolves around her problems and her achievement. It's like your presence is more about being a surrounding board than actual friendship. In a healthy friendship, both people can get a chance to share, be heard. When the balance is missing, it can leave you feeling emotionally drained. Another red flag is when there is a constant undercurrent of competition. You achieve something you're proud of, and instead of celebrating you, she downplays your success or redirects your focus to her. This behavior can be subtitled, like making a passive aggressive comment, or it might be more obvious, like trying to outdo you every chance that you get. Health friendships are about supporting each other, not trying to be one another. Then there's the issue of trust. Have you ever confided in a friend only to find out later that your personal business has been shared with others? That breach of trust can be hurtful, guys. Okay, you tell someone and someone tells others, and it's a major red flag. True friends always keep each other's certain thing just between you two. Okay, sometimes it's not about what she does but how she makes you feel. If you leave interactions feeling anxious, insecure, or like you're walking on an eggshell, That's a sign something is not right. Maybe she's overly critical, constantly pointing out your flaws, or she dismisses your feelings when you try to bring up concerns. That kind of negativity can chip away at your self esteem over time. Another thing to watch out for, inconsistency. Okay, if someone is inconsistency, one moment she's your best friend, the next she's not. She distance or unavailable. This hot and cold behavior is not good and can be confusing and emotionally taxing. Friendship should bring stability, not uncertainty. Let's not forget the friends who always there when things are going well for her, but disappears when needs her support. It's easy to show up during the good times, but real friends stick around when life gets tough. If she's never there for you during your low points, it's worth questioning how much she values the friendship. Manipulation is another major concern. This can look like guilt tripping you, making you feel bad for setting boundaries, or even trying to control who you spend time with. A friend who truly cares about you will respect your autonomy and don't try to control or manipulate you, okay, in whatever you're doing. It's also important to pay attention to how she treats others. Sometimes a person talks about or interact with people outside of the friendship can be very telling. If she constantly gossiping, putting others down, or being rude, chances are the same energy will find its way into your friendship eventually. One of the most red flags to be aware of is when the friendship feels transitional. Maybe she only reaches out when she needs something, a favor, advice, or even money, but disappears when there's nothing in it for her. Friendship should never feel like a business deal. They're about mutual care and connection. Finally, there's the issue of jealousy. If your friend seems resentful of your achievement, relationship, or happiness, it's tensional. A good friend will want to see you thrive and won't let their insecurity overshadow their support for you. Jealousy can poison even the strongest friendship if it's caught unchecked. Friendship are supposed to be a source of joy, comfort, and support. If you're constantly feeling drained, hurt, or undervalued, it might be to overrate. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is to walk away from a toxic friendship. It's not easy, but it's necessary for your well-being. So you guys, like, at one time I had a friend. For me, I was taking her as a very good friend of mine, but I didn't know her true colors. So it's like I was in school and this is the person I was interacting with. Okay, she was a close friend. So we decided like to rent an apartment together, sharing an apartment, and we were renting. So, and another coincidence happened. We found out that we are dating cousins. So we felt good, like, okay, we can be going out for dates sometimes together because it can be fun. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't know that this person was so jealous about me. I didn't understand that. So there's this one time I remember she used to get hurt when my man sent money to me, or maybe because her man wasn't even spending much money on her. So she used to be jealous that I'm getting all those things. Yeah. So later we had a girls out, a party, which my man told me that we should go out and do whatever we want to do and come back. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so it was a birthday party, of course, my birthday party. So went for a party, and you know how a club is, you start dancing, and she was recording whoever I'm dancing with and sending to this person. So I remember in the night when I was about to sleep, I just remember, oh, let me talk to this person, only to find out that this person was already messed up. Okay, this person was not even answering me the questions I was asking him about, you know. So later, so when I realized that this person told this man everything, which is not true, because the truth I knew it deep down my heart. Okay, the truth was there, but you know, she lied. And my boyfriend called, started crying, or tried to explain, he cut at me. The next day, she did the same because she was there with a boyfriend. Started telling me bad words about her. And I just discovered that let me just get things from this person. Okay. So you have to be very careful the circle you are keeping. Always be on the check because some people are not good. Okay. So guys, that's a video for today. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.